Welcome to chapter 72. I'm pretty sure. You know what? Now I'm doubting myself. 71? No, I feel like I said that last week. I'm gonna stick with 72, guys. Because you've got to be confident in your decisions, even when you're wrong. There's nothing I like more than being entirely wrong about a thing and just absolutely denying it and fighting it till the grave. Okay, like, I don't know, I can't really think of any examples I'm usually fairly fucking spot on, so it doesn't happen much. But, man, I've been loving this new radio time slot. It's changed my life for the better. It's made my content better. Oh, shut up. The home phone is ringing. Who calls the landline? It's 2018. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. Could you hear that? They're still persisting with this phone call. Yeah, of course my call... Now the answering machine's going off. It's saying your call cannot be taken. No shit. It's 2018. I'm not picking up the landline. Jesus Christ. You know what? That was probably someone dying. And on the other end or something like that. Like, that was probably an emergency. And you know what? Just text me. I'm not going to pick up the landline. We've moved on as a society. I'm surprised my house even has a landline. Like, I have friends of mine who don't even have a landline in their house. I feel like ancient even owning one. Like, I don't think... do you remember those days where... Like, you'd call your friend on your home phone, and you'd be like their mum would pick up, and you'd be like, hey, is Stefan home? And then they'd be like, yeah, I'll just pass you on. And they'd walk up the hall. Dude, I can't believe, I can't believe we persisted with that for years. And no one was like, there's got to be a better way. And then eventually someone was like, hey, how about you put this phone in your pocket? And you don't have to piss everyone off. And everyone has their own one. So if you don't have to talk to their mum, you just go straight to the person you're after. Genius. Whoever invented the mobile phone, bravo, my friend. Because every time the landline rings, it pisses me the fuck off. It's like, I don't know, it's just one of those noises that triggers me. I'm not easily triggered as well. But, you know... Okay, so, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, this radio, new time slot. Sorry, I'm just getting a bunch of, bloody hell, everyone keeps texting me. I'm throwing my phone at the other side of the room. Okay, that's done now. I just keep getting distracted. People, don't you hate that when you're doing something, like a podcast, and then you get distracted? I mean, that's pretty unrelatable, because not many of you probably do podcasts, but anyway, phones are freaking annoying. I'm getting sick of my phone, actually. Sometimes I just want to give it a rest. It's like sometimes I'll leave my phone at home and just leave the house and just go for a walk. And like, if, it's the same thing. If someone dies, they're like, oh, I was trying to call you. It's like, oh, well, I was going for a walk. What happened back in the day before phones when like there was an emergency? Just hit me up with an owl or some shit. Send me a smoke signal, okay? I'm busy. I don't need, you know what I mean? Like, you know how you can, like, bar someone's calls? You're like, oh, you see your phone ringing, someone's shit, so you just throw it on the thing. I don't want to take that. Do you reckon, like, people did that with smoke signals? They're like, oh, that's Gary's smoke. Ah, fuck him. No, I'm not replying to that. No one built a fire. I don't even want Gary to think I'm trying to respond to him. Like, I don't know why I found that so funny. Anyway, phones, pointless, sick of them. Landline, just get rid of them, alright? Mobile phones are at least convenient, but still they're fucking annoying. You know what I hate? I think it's not even phones. I think I just hate speaking to people, man. I just can't do it. Like, I went to the shops on the weekend with Emily, and we were looking for this jacket, right? I was like, I need to buy a new jacket. So I go around, and every time I walk into a store, it's people being nice to you. It's my least favorite 3 words in the world. Can I help? Oh no, it's 4. Wait. Okay, it's like 6. No, how many words? Can I help you with anything? Yeah, okay, it's 6 words. Whatever. It's my least favorite 6 words in the world. Hi, if they say hi, it's 7. Hi, can I help you with anything? No. Like, honestly, I don't remember the last time I needed someone's help in a store. I mean, once when I was buying a suit, this guy gave me like good tips on what shoes to buy. But like, other than that, dude, I don't need help buying a jacket. I'm a grown man. I drove here. I drove a car on a road. I drove like a metal death machine all the way here, avoided not killing anyone or myself. I can pick out a jacket on my own. Thank you very much. I'm sick of it. Like, I don't know. Can I help you with anything? Yeah. Leave me the fuck alone. Help me with that, please. That would be actually great assistance in the store if they just didn't say anything. Because I always get put off from buying shit. That's why, like, the one good thing about going into, like, a huge department store is no one there has time for you. And it's great. Like, you walk into, like, Target or bloody, I don't know, like, what's it, Maya or some shit. And there's, like, so many people in there. There's not enough staff. They're understaffed. They're a huge corporation. That's my dream. That is the dream. Okay? To just be left alone. And no one goes, can I help you with anything? Because no one cares about you in Maya. And that's great. That's what I want. As a consumer, I want to not be cared about. Okay? Just ignore me. Like, honestly, that's the preferred way I shop. Is just, if I could just go to a shopping mall after hours and just put my headphones in and just shop, that would be the dream for me. I don't know why. That would be like one of the best experiences. I would buy so much shit because I'd be so relaxed. I get nervous speaking to people. Like, I think that's what it is. I don't even know how to have a conversation. That's the thing. I know how to, like, speak. I know how to speak to, like, family, friends, like, anyone I'm comfortable around, whatever. And then, like, I know how to speak to, like, people in a professional manner, like at work. But even at work, I feel like sometimes I'll come off as, like, sour as to people. Like, I'll come off as, like, a dick. Because I'm just like, oh, well, I'm just trying to be, like, professional and, I guess, nice. But I don't go out of my way to smile at people. Because I'm just not that guy. Like, people go, like, people probably, I don't know what people think. People will be like, oh, man, Luke never smiles at me. He probably hates my guts. No. I just have nothing to say to you. Like, I don't know you. I just don't know half the people who work at the radio station. But I think they're all great people. And I guess, you know what, if they were like, went out of their way to speak to me, I guess I'd probably smile back and I'd be like, oh my God, that person's so nice. What a doll. But I'm just not going to do that for anyone. People shouldn't be offended by my ignorance. I guess they should be, actually. I'm pretty fucking ignorant. But I don't know. I'm just not a people. That's what I realized. I'm not a people person. I always thought I was because I'm like confident. I'm charming. This is me just pumping myself up. I'm bloody charismatic. And then you just get me talking to a complete stranger and I'm like, I don't want to speak to you. Bye. Can I help you? Yeah, no, sorry. I'm just looking at the jacket. Thank you. Please go piss off whoever the fuck else just walked into this store. Okay, that would be ideal. So anyway, what was I talking about? Phones. That's why I didn't want to talk to people. Yeah. You know what my other two, I think I've ranted about this before, but two things that were said to me on the weekend. 2 words. This one I do know how many words were said. My 2 least favourite words in the world. I ordered a parma. Not a parmi. I ordered a parma the other night. Me and Emily went out to dinner and I was like, yeah, just 1 chicken parmigiana, thanks. Just so there was no confusion. I've done that dance before. Didn't want to have to explain myself. So I was like, just 1 parmigiana. And the guy's like, great, no worries. With ham? With like a question mark at the end. Like, he said it like in the tone of like, with ham? Like, do you want ham? The only time you should ever say with ham while discussing a parma is when you're defining the word, like what a chicken parmigiana is. And you're like, yeah, it's with ham. I didn't order a chicken schnitzel with cheese and tomato paste on it. That's not what I said. I ordered a chicken parmigiana, which is a chicken schnitzel, ham, cheese, and tomato paste or whatever it is. That's what I ordered. Don't give me with ham and then a bloody $1 extra for ham. I'm like, are you going to charge me for the fucking sauce as well? Honestly. I've never been so insulted. I don't know why shit like that gets me. They'll be like, with ham, and it'll ruin my entire night. And then, like, I'm eating the dinner like a sour prick, and Emily's like, come on, like, well, what? She thought there was something wrong. She's like, have I said anything? Like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. This is fun. I'm enjoying being out to dinner. And we were about to go see a movie. It was like a date night, and I'm just eating my chicken parmigiana like a child, like, cracking a tantrum. She's like, is it because the guy said, do you want ham? And I was like, yes, it's because the guy said I do want ham. Emily, did I order a chicken parmigiana? Oh, man, I feel bad for her. I don't know why she dates me. What a beautiful girl. She has to put up with that. I wouldn't. If I was on a date with some dude and he was just cracking the shits about some guy asking if I want a ham, and I'd be like, no, this guy's a psychopath. This guy is a sociopath. I don't want anything to do with him. But Emily puts up with it day by day, and you know what? You gotta respect her for it. What a champ. When we're on this date, right, we were out to dinner, we were at like a restaurant, and there was a couple who came, like, sat next to us, and they were clearly on a first date. And me and Emily, we've been dating for like 4 years now. Like, we've been going out for years. So when when you've been around the traps, and you guys are dating yourself, we've talked about everything under the sun. There's no get to know you. Like, when I find out something new about Emily, I'm amazed that I didn't already know it. Okay? Like, so there's nothing really new to talk about. So what you do is you're like, yeah, how was your week? Blah, 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 catch up. And then, all right, now it's people watching time and judging other couples as a couple. It is the most fun activity on the planet. So this couple, clearly on a first date, sat down on the table next to us, and they're probably about 1.5 meters away. So, and it's quite a noisy restaurant, so it's just loud enough where you can, like that perfect noise level out in public where you can talk shit about other people, like, within 2 meters of them, and they can't probably make out what you're saying, but it's still a tiny bit of a risk. Like, if they actually tuned into what you were saying and lip read, they could definitely be like, hey, these people are talking shit. But if they're just in their own conversation, you can freely, openly talk shit about a complete stranger 1 meter away from you, and they can't hear you because it's a busy restaurant. There's plates clinking. There's traffic going by. It was amazing. So this couple sat down, and we could just hear what they were talking about. And it was a situation where the guy had clearly asked the girl on a date, which is pretty standard. The girl had been like, yeah, you know what, why not? You could just tell she was like, why not? Because she wasn't super into it when they sat down. And then she found out very quickly that the dude was the most boring dude on planet Earth. Like, and I'm sitting diagonally across 1 meter away from her, and she probably saw my head and was like, shit, I want to fall asleep. Look at that scone. And then she looked ahead, she looked straight opposite her at the guy she was on a date with and was like, fuck me, this guy is somehow more boring than this dude. For some reason, I was like the third least most boring person in that joint that night. It was great. And then, this dude just like, I'm just listening there over their conversation, and man, she's like, so what do you do? And I just heard him say something about dirt bikes. He was like, yeah, dirt bike, and then like we go up to like whatever the place he fucking rides his dirt bike at. And I was like, dude, shut up. No girl is like dripping over your dirt bike chat. You know what I mean? And he's talking about like the motor and shit. And dude, she yawned right in front of him. It was like the rudest fucking thing I've ever seen. Her body language was like, she wasn't even there. You know what I mean? Like, she was physically there in that conversation, but in her head, like, consciously, she was on Jupiter. Okay? She was nowhere near that guy. She was thinking about, like, what she was going to have for breakfast tomorrow. It was the rudest fucking thing, but I don't blame her. I mean, this guy is just talking about, like, a dirt bike exhaust on a first date. Surely, guy, like, I never, like, I was always confused. And I was like, man, I wonder why, like, Emily likes me. And, like, you know, she's, like, so cool. Like, how did I get such a... No, I didn't get it. And then I realized now. I'm like, oh, on our first date, I didn't talk about dirt bikes. That's it. That's the trick. So everyone who's like, hey, Luke, how do I get laid? How do I talk to girls? I know there's a lot of, like, 15, 16-year-olds listening to this podcast. Just quit your dirt bike talk. That's it. Just quit. Hey, be like, if she goes, hey, what do you do? Be like, not dirt bikes. Doesn't matter if you do dirt bikes or not. Tell her on the 6th date. Don't tell her that day one. And then, like, you know what? On the 6th date, once she knows more about you, she might actually give a shit about your dirt bikes. Just be like, yeah, I do, like, whatever you start. Like, just keep it simple. I mean, I think it's... I don't know. I just don't know how guys can, like, bore the shit out of a human within, like, 5 minutes. I don't get how... Like, I could almost have a conversation with someone who I have nothing in common in for at least 5 minutes and keep us both thoroughly entertained just by general enthusiasm and, I don't know, avoiding dirt bike chat. That's it. That's all you gotta do in life. You know what? If you're, you know, any virgins listening, get rid of the dirt bike. Okay? Even if you don't own a dirt bike, buy one on Gumtree, then sell it immediately just so you've rid yourself of that dirt bike. Oh, man. It's been 16 minutes and I don't even know where I started. I mean, I talked about being on a date, not wanting to speak to people. The landline. Dude, this is 17 minutes later and I'm talking about dirt bikes because my fucking landline phone rang. Oh, man. What's wrong with me? I don't know why people listen to this shit. But at the same time, though, like, I do. Like, I totally get it. Like, if I would listen to this. Like, I'd be like, man, this guy's cooked it, dude. Like, his phone rang and then, like, 16 minutes later, he was talking about dirt bikes. You gotta listen to this shit every week. Like, I'd set a calendar reminder. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, what was I talking about? Okay, I think what I was originally saying before the phone rang is I've been absolutely loving the new radio time slot. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. 6 till 8 now on Triple M Modern Digital we are. It's great. I know I was talking about it last week, but I've lived a whole week of it now. I've got my whole week back. I leave the house at 2 now. Like, currently, it's 1:15 p.m. on a Monday. I'm recording this the day before because I'm bloody organised now. And I'm going to leave the house in 45 minutes. Takes me an hour to get there. I get there at 3. Then we plan for 3 hours before the show. Do a bunch of pre-records, sketches, whatever we're doing. And, then we leave about 8:30. It's great. We only do, like usually we were doing, like, 10-hour days because we were, like, trying to plan half the show, the after the show when you're all tired, and then half the show the next morning. And it was just... I mean, we still obviously, like, do work some 10-hour days there and stuff, but... You know, now we're down to like 2 10-hour days a week. I mean, that doesn't include gigs. I'm still working like 12-hour days, but like, it's because I get home at midnight, but like, and I leave sometimes at like, you know, midday or whatever. But today, I'm leaving at 2. I mean, me and Lewis are going to do some writing, some stand-up writing after the show out in the balcony at the radio station. It's a nice night. It's great. It's my life's... Dude, I went for a run this morning. It was awesome. I'm getting fitter again. That's one thing that I'm super proud of, actually. It was part of my goals at the start of the year, and I haven't let slip any of them. I'm still pushing. I've been doing weekly videos, which I'm super proud of, and that's still going to be coming. I dropped a new Life of Luke last night, so if you want to see what we got up to at the House of Raqqa, go check that shit out a few weeks ago in Adelaide. And yeah, I've been dropping weekly videos, but more importantly, I mean, for me personally, I know you guys, that's awesome for you that I've been dropping weekly videos, and that's also good for my career. But I've been getting fitter, and I feel healthier, and I feel better, which is the best feeling. I mean, it's one of those things where the first month just sucked. Like December, I was super unfit, and it was, you know what, pretty much after like that shitty race we did on the I'm not shitty. It was pretty good actually. The race we did on the radio show where I raced Lewis and I had to eat donuts and milkshakes all month was disgusting. And at the end of that month, I just felt like a walking milkshake, and that's not like a good like when you identify as a walking milkshake and you're no longer a human anymore, even to yourself. Like when you look in the mirror and see a donut, then you know you've got some changes, some lifestyle changes to make. So yeah, November and December sucked, and that's always going to happen when you're trying to get back to fitness. But now I'm finally, for like the first time the last couple of weeks, feeling fit again, and which is great. So thank you very much to all the kind folks at Triple M Modern Digital for allowing me to get my life back. Much appreciated. And yeah, I'm loving life at the moment. It's been good. I've been writing my show a lot because obviously that's a few months away. I've been working so hard on that because I want it to be better than next year better than last year. And yeah, so people have been asking me like, hey, are you touring again? Just doing your stand-up show? Yes, of course I am. It's going to be a brand new show. I'm super excited about it. That's one of the things that I'm really pushing towards and it's hard. Like I'll admit, it's not easy writing a new hour of stand-up a year that is quality. Like a quality hour of stand-up a year it's definitely taken. It's way harder than I thought it would be. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be doing a new show every year, guys, and then fuck. Like it, I really want to push myself. There's going to be no material from last year's show. So if you came and watched me last year, you come again because it's all new material and it's all better. I mean, so far, man, I've been having a few really good sets just at comedy clubs around Melbourne and stuff, and I've been super happy with how it's been going. So it's gonna drop. I think it's really soon. People have been asking me like when ticket sales and shit are gonna drop because I think last year at this time my show was on sale, but I didn't want to do the thing where I just promote. I don't know. I was sick of promoting it last year. I think I dropped tickets too early, and then I personally got sick of talking about my show. So I'm going to be announcing it in the next, like, definitely 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half or so, which is super exciting. But I just didn't want to do it in January this year just because I'm like, why announce it this early? Like, already there's probably like 100 or 200 shows on sale for the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and it's in April. And, like, some of my shows are in, like, May, some are in early June. So we've pretty much got them all locked in now. I'm just waiting on Adelaide. Every time. Of course it's Adelaide. Like, and, because Emily's helping me do it. I'm doing it all, independently, once again, which is, again, another huge ask. I have had offers from, management companies, touring companies, and they want to go take a massive cut. They want to make tickets more expensive because then they make more money. They want to sell tickets through Ticketek, and then you have to pay an $8 bloody booking fee. And I just don't want to do that to you guys. I honestly have way more respect for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get how artists, there's no choice, and you're doing a venue that requires, some venues have deals with Ticketek, and you have to do shit like that with all those big fuck off bullshit fees. But if you can avoid it, I have way too much respect for the people who like my shit than to charge you $7 to fucking Ticketek. I don't even get that money. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, I hate that shit. So I'm doing it independently again, like last year. And when it gets even bigger, like last year, I was doing like 100-seaters and stuff, like really small venues, just seeing if I could sell tickets. And I ended up selling like heaps of them out and stuff, which was, I never thought would happen, which was crazy. So this year I booked bigger venues, and like, which means the stakes kind of raise and more money you put in. Like, I think I've already invested, like, I don't even want to say, but like a lot of money into the tour already. Like, I'm so broke, but hopefully you've got to put in money to make money. So yeah, we're doing it all independently again, which means Emily has been helping me out a lot. She's been on the phone. She's pretty much producing my tour this year, which is insane because, she hasn't, had any experience in that before, but she's been killing it, and, I've been helping her out, but really not too much, to be honest. She's all over it, which is really cool. So thank you. You guys better thank Emily at the show. She'll be there selling merch. And because, yeah, really it wouldn't have happened without her. I was in a stage in like December where I was like, shit, like 2 of the shows are booked. I don't know what's happening. And then this month, pretty much everything's locked in except for Adelaide. Of course, Adelaide. Of course, Adelaide is the one that's like, yeah, hang on, yeah, we'll get back to you when we feel like it. We're a bit slow over here. Like, I know you're like half an hour behind the rest of the country, but fuck, even Perth is booked in. Like, if Perth can get their shit together, so can you, Adelaide. But, yeah, so I'm doing bigger venues this year, and I'm super excited to just get on the road, to be honest. Like, I love it. I love going to every single place. I love meeting everyone. And I think last year I did a few over 18 venues, which was unavoidable. But this year I've literally done everything in my power to make it all ages. I think the only show that is still 18 plus, the only city that's 18 plus is Perth. Sorry, if you live in Perth, you can still come with like, if you bring your adult or guardian and you're under 18, you can still come. But yeah, your drinking laws, like your alcohol licensing laws, are just fucking stupid. Like every other city's like, yep, that's fine. Just put a wristband on like a 16-year-old. It's cool. Just don't go to the bar. But Perth's like, no, you can't do that. So yeah, Perth, I'm doing over 18, but everyone else, all ages. So it's going to be a sick show and everyone can come. So that's really all I have to say about the tour. Just also, if you want to get on pre-sale, I'll be emailing out probably in the next week or so when I put them on sale, a pre-sale, because some nights will sell quicker than others. Like some cities, I may have to add a second show just because I'm not sure if I'll sell it out quick or not. So get on the pre-sale list, and then so to make sure you get tickets if you want to come. That's just signing up to the mailing list at luke.kidgell.com/shows. Click join the cult and let me know what city you're from. And yeah, I will be coming to you. So, and also I'm going to add a show. That was one of my other goals at the start of the year, was to add a show. Keep letting me know which place you want to come through. The 3 I'm kind of tossing up between is Tassie, Gold Coast and Geelong. Those are the 3 places where I've seemed to get the most interest that I didn't go last year. So let me know if you're from those cities, join the mailing list, and yep. So, what do I actually want to talk about this week? Holy shit. Alright, the Source Map, ladies and gentlemen. The Max Phillips Source Initiative, okay? It's been full steam ahead at Source HQ this week. I've been working hammer and tong on this bloody map. And when I say that, I've probably entered like 20 places. Haven't been actually working that hard on it. But tonight I was going to finish it off. Thank you very much for everyone suggesting all the places that sell free Source. If you didn't listen to last week's podcast, we're compiling a map that has every single, well, at least that's the goal, that's my vision, that has every single place in Australia that offers free Source to its customers, that doesn't charge for tomato sauce, because it's un-Australian. And quite frankly, I'm sick of it. Like every time I pay for tomato sauce, I feel like Han Solo in The Empire Strikes Back when Lando Calrissian sells him out to the Empire. Fucking betrayed. Okay? You know that look he gives him when Lando's like, I'm sorry, I had no choice. They arrived before you did. And Han Solo just gives him that classic, nah, you bloody rascal. That every time someone goes, that's 50 cents, I'm just like, yeah, you fucking asshole. So, yeah, this is something I feel very strongly about personally, and I've been thinking about for a long time, which is, it's bloody un-Australian to charge people for tomato sauce. That's like inviting someone over to your house and not going, hey, do you want a beer? It's one beer, mate. You invited them over for a barbecue. You can spare a Corona, okay? You can put a lemon in that for a friend. It's just stuff like that. It's easy. It costs $3. It's like, mate, we're all just having fun. We're all just like spinning around on a bloody planet in the middle of some galaxy. The fact that we can even have barbecues is insane. Like, you got to think about that. The fact that we can just sit down and do nothing while we're just spinning round, going around the sun, living our bloody boring lives. There's 7 billion of us. Just give someone a beer. What else are we here for? What are humans here for? This is getting really deep now. This started off at source, and now I'm talking about why we exist. But the Max Phillips Initiative. The reason why it's called the Max Phillips Initiative is because a young source connoisseur named Max Phillips sent in a very inspiring email last week. With the general point of it was, I had encouraged people, and this was my fault. This was an error of judgment. I had encouraged people to go out and steal source, to become source bandits, as under protest. So it's not obviously the best choice, but under protest, steal source from places, in the fight against charging for source. When obviously that was the wrong way of going around it, and I realize that now, and I feel enlightened. Thank you to Max. But because during that week, I did get a lot of people sending me videos of them stealing handfuls of source sachets, which whilst did make me happy that they weren't paying for them, also made me like an enabler of crime. And then I was like, hey, let's all ease up on that. So, and you know what? This is a much more positive movement, and it's something I'm more willing to stand behind anyway, is, hey, let's celebrate. I think the direct quote from Max was, let's not punish those who wrongfully charge for source. Let's celebrate and support those who don't. And that was inspiring, and I'm sure you guys were all inspired. Max actually got in there in the Facebook group on the weekend. Max Phillips is in there, so if you want to go see the man, the myth, the legend himself, he's in there. He's talking about source. He's spreading positive vibes. And so, yeah, that's just the Facebook group. Don't get in there for me. Get in there for Max. All right? And I think there was some more inspiration. I'm just trying to find it now. So what I did a post where I was like, hey, guys, we need to fill up this map of Australia with every single free source location in the country. Help make Australia cheaper again. And just comment below places that don't charge for source. And boy, oh boy, you guys responded. Okay, I've almost got about 50 places now on the map. So now, and I'm going to try and embed the map into my website as well. So if you're out on the go, feeling like a pie, as you do, and you're like, shit, I don't want to be charged for source, that's a crime. You just go on my website, look at the free source map, and hopefully you're within a couple of blocks if you're within, a CBD. I'm even doing rural places as well. So you might even have to drive 20 minutes, but it'll be worth it when someone goes, hey, mate, do you want source? And you go, yeah, thanks. And they go, no worries, just over on the counter there, champ. Help yourself. That will make it all worth it, the drive, okay? And it's part of the Max Phillips Initiative, which is supporting places that don't charge for source. So you guys have been commenting below all the places. And you know what I found out, which was very surprising? Here's me thinking Max Phillips was a true blue Aussie bloke. Nuh-uh. He's from New Zealand. But he's got that much respect for the free source game. I just assumed he was Australian. So, also, a big one I found out in Melbourne, the MCG doesn't charge for source. Oh, no, sorry, Etihad doesn't charge for source. Not sure about the MCG yet. I'm just scrolling through the comments now, and once again, Max Phillips leading the way in this movement and this revolution. He's dropping more knowledge, really, than most will ever drop in their life. Someone commented under the thread, Trent commented, what happens if you're not a source man? Well, look, that's something I would never want to wish upon anyone. But if you're not a source man, I was going to be like, well, man, I guess just keep living your life, That was my advice. Just keep doing you, man. There's nothing I can say that will probably change your mind. I would say give it a go next time you have a pie. But other than that, nothing you can do, man. But not Max, guys. Not Max. He's a whole new level above me. Okay, Max Phillips said, still go to the places with free source. Support the cause even if you don't need it. Guys, that's bloody Martin Luther King shit, okay? Max Phillips has a dream. And that's just he just doesn't want to be ripped off at the end of the day for a basic condiment. And you can't. And then Olive came in with, you've got wisdom coming out of your ears. And it's good that he's being recognised in the group. Thank you guys for getting around Max. He's really one of, I feel like I'm one of Mac's disciples now, and I think we all are. And Max is now just a higher order, and whatever he says about sauce, I'll probably abide by from here on. He even dropped some more knowledge on Twitter. He absolutely made a game-changing quote, which was hashtag, are you ready, guys? This is going to fucking blow this whole thing out of the water. Hashtag free sauce is a human right, not a privilege. I couldn't have said it better myself, Max. Free sauce, it is a human right. It's not, like, I'm not asking for much. It's like, you know, people are like, oh, this is memoirs of a white guy. He's just talking about white guy shit. You're lucky to even have sauce. No, we're not. Free sauce is a human right. Like, I'm pretty sure that would have been in the Bible. I've never read it. But I mean, humans have the right to life, the freedom from torture, freedom from slavery is a basic human right, the right to a fair trial, freedom of speech, obviously, and freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, freedom of movement, and, ladies and gentlemen, the freedom for free sauce. The free sauce freedom, the most freest, honestly, the most basic human right of them all. And people might, I'm not asking for a lot here. Cafes, bakeries. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for a free pie. I didn't walk in, bust the door open and go, give me your best shepherd's pie. No. Give me your best shepherd's pie in exchange for however much you're charging us. $4, fair enough. It's your best shepherd's pie. Happy to pay that. $5 even, if you're a fancy cafe. But if you offer me sauce like I'm getting it for free, that's the kicker. They always go, would you like sauce with that? And you're like, yeah, of course. Of course I would. I'm not a fucking animal. I'm not an idiot. And they go, great. And the next sentence should be what I said before. Just over the counter there, mate. Help yourself. That's all it should be. And what do? That'll be 50 cents. In Canberra, that'll be $2. It's a basic human right. Get your shit together, sauce industry, because Max Phillips and I are coming for you. We're all coming for you. Okay? You don't want, dude, it's going to get to the point where you don't want a bunch of cheeky muffers kicking down your door, alright? It peacefully, obviously, because it's a new positive movement now, but kicking down your door in the most peaceful way possible, so just light kicks to the front of the door for about a century, then eventually it will fall. The hinges will just collapse, just probably because it's old, not really from the kicking, because that's how peacefully we're going to be protesting you. But you don't want us peacefully kicking down your door, alright, and causing a ruckus. You don't want that. I mean, we will. I'm probably going to pursue this now till the day I die, or at least till this joke gets old. But you don't want that, sauce industry. We're coming for you. You need to change. You know what my dream is for this movement? If we could even just get one store who currently sells sauce, like even if you at your place of work, if there's any cafe managers here, or any bakery managers, or you work in a bakery, or you're higher up in the command, all I want is one store in Australia or New Zealand or anywhere in the world to go from charging for sauce and just admitting, go, hey, we're in the wrong here, to not. That's all I want. And that's the movement. That's the movement. That's where it starts. And then hopefully every other cafe and bakery in the country will follow their lead. If they lead by example, others will follow, okay? That's how a revolution starts. You just need one store to just tip, and then we'll be sweet. So that's all we ask. We're not asking for much, okay? But that's the end of my rant this week. All I'm going to say is the source map is underway. I'll be posting it in the group in the next couple of days. I just need to get it all finished. I'm going to try and work out a way where people can edit it and add to themselves. But it does require a lot of trust for people not deleting other source places. So I'm still working all that out. But yeah, otherwise I'll just have to keep adding to it. I'm happy to do it if it means people will not get charged for source. It's a small cost to pay for a greater initiative, and I'm all about that. So What else do I want to talk about? I think I'm going to get on the questions. Okay. Questions. This one is from Julian. Attention, Captain Cheeky Muffy. Whoa, I'm blushing. Thank you, Julian. Do you know how much more confident I feel now? Sorry. Attention, Cheeky Muffy. At your service, Julian. I just saluted. You can't see. Absolutely love all your stuff. Just caught up on 70 episodes of your podcast in 12 days. Lots of late nights, but fuck, it was worth it. Dude, that's insane. That's like a lot of hours. Thanks, man. I'm an aspiring musician. Just about to start my first year at WAAPA. I think that's WAPA, which is like the Western Australian... Well, what does WAPA stand for? I'm just going to have to Google that one, mate. You're going to have to be more specific. We're not all from Western Australia. The Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts. Okay, that's better. And your hard work and diligence is super inspiring. I'm glad I am inspiring. That's good. I'm not really sure I go out to be. I mean, I'm trying to inspire people to change the source game, but I'm glad I'm inspiring you in other areas as well. Question for the potty. What are the different things you need to focus on to get big on Facebook and YouTube? You said in an earlier chapter that you've been focusing on Facebook, while Lewis has been focusing on YouTube. So I was wondering what areas you have to work on to make it in the different platforms. Can't wait for your show, and the only reason I'm not driving 5.5 hours to see it is because I'm moving to Perth for uni. Love your shit, man. Keep it up. Julian. And then he said, P.S. I'm a muso, but I'm not going to plug my jams. So don't follow Julian Anderson Music on Facebook or Instagram. Cheers. Guys, don't follow Julian Anderson Music. He literally said don't, so the last thing you should do is follow Julian Anderson Music on Facebook and Instagram. Just don't. You know what? Everyone go and block. There's two people you should block. You should block Radio Mike on Instagram if you're a fan of our radio show, and block Julian Anderson Music on Facebook and Instagram. No, don't. Just go fucking like it. I don't care. That's what you get for being shameless, man. Now everyone's going to go block you. My favorite part of this email before I answer the question was it was sent using Zoho Mail. What the fuck is Zoho Mail? But you can just tell, like, that's that, you know what I mean? Like, that's like a third world mailing service. I can go to zohomail.com. Oh, man. This, like, website looks like it was built in, like, the 1800s. Take control of your inbox with Zoho Mail. That shit's hilarious. Like, instead of, like, just making a Gmail like everyone else, he's like, nah, I'm going to make this difficult for myself and go on zohomail.com. I'm going to have a shit experience every time I send an email. I respect that, man. I respect you going out of your way to send an email on Zoho Mail. Zoho Mail just seems like you can only send emails to other people on Zoho Mail. I'm surprised they even received your email, man. I'll be honest. Alright, so the question was, so I was wondering what areas you have to work on to make it on the different platforms, either Facebook or YouTube. So I would say the main difference between gaining an audience on Facebook and YouTube is people's attention spans. YouTube is a platform that's now really favors longer content, like longer form content, like when I do my music reviews or trending trash, or any like of those longest form videos, like even the vlogs and stuff, like it favors that, 10-minute type content and not so much anymore like a minute sketch. Facebook, however, is still like, if you're doing videos that go over 2 minutes on Facebook, give up. Like, no one's gonna watch that shit. Like, I think you'll notice, like, all my Facebook videos are like maximum 1 minute 40 and that's not really like I'm trying to do that. It's more just like I just write a sketch and go like, oh, that's probably enough. Like I'd rather, like, I often cut jokes out of sketches and stuff on Facebook and just try and do quality over quantity in a way where, like, we'll actually film like double the amount of stuff and then I'll just put in the best jokes, I guess. Just because, I don't know, that's what Facebook favors. So that's really the best method, I would say, is shorter content on Facebook, longer content on YouTube. But if you want to actually just focus on I don't think you should focus just on the one. I think you should put your content across multiple platforms, because some people like viewing YouTube videos better. I personally watch most creators I like on YouTube. A, because it supports them with AdSense or whatever, but B, just because I look at my subscriptions and it's just videos. I don't have to scroll through all these fucking people from my high school posting about dumb shit and bloody memes and all this stuff. Like, I just would rather watch, if I just want to watch videos from creators, I'll just go on YouTube. That's the way I personally like it. Other people who are more casual fans of like my content and other people's content just like seeing one of my videos on Facebook and go, oh yeah, good on you, Luke. Another funny one. Chuck that a like, give it a share. Good on ya. But like, you know, it depends how you like consuming content. And I know some people like watching videos on Instagram, believe it or not. So I usually upload on Instagram as well. So I think spread your content. Don't try and focus on one platform in particularly. Originally, I just focused on Facebook, and it got to a stage where I now have like 300,000 likes on Facebook, and I have 21,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I kind of neglected YouTube for about, I didn't neglect it. I still kept uploading, you know, and I still was doing some YouTube only content, but I was really focusing on Facebook. And then I ended up getting lucky and it paid off. And, you know, when I say I got lucky, I don't really believe in luck. I think I definitely got lucky. I was lucky that people, you know, that You Don't Owe Me video and even other sketches got the reach and amount of shares and stuff that it did. But at the same time, I tried for years to get a viral video. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really luck. You make your own luck. But, yeah, so my advice would be, if you're going to focus on YouTube, do longer form style content, and Facebook shorter. And when I said that Lewis was focusing on YouTube, his videos are longer form content. They're him talking to a camera with most of his YouTube series. So yeah, that's not going to work on Facebook. Like, literally, they'll get like 200 likes. But on YouTube, everyone wants to watch you for longer for some reason. I don't know why it is. People on Facebook just are dead shits and go, I can't watch anything for over a minute or I get bored. Because Facebook is like Facebook's what you do when you're watching something else. Like, Facebook's like, I'll scroll through Facebook while I'm watching something on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, that's, like, Facebook is the worst. But if I'm on YouTube, I'm like on YouTube to watch shit, if that makes sense. So I hope Julian Anderson Music get some tips on that, mate. Don't go follow it. And yeah, hopefully, good luck to you, man. And just make short form content on Facebook, be engaging. Dude, even make fucking memes. Like, the memes are dope. Everyone loves them, okay? So just make just shit on Facebook. Facebook is just so good for any idea you have. It's just like, yeah, fucking upload it. My Twitter is even worse. I'll literally have a thought, and then I'll just be like, it's posted it now. Posted it for the world to see. Don't know if it's a good thought. It's just the thought. So yeah, and also the main advice I could give you for either social media platform would be consistency. I've gone up about 1,400 subscribers in the last month because I've been uploading once a week on YouTube, and that's just down to consistency. So whatever you're going to choose, just upload something once a week and you'll be fine. Alright, I think that's got to be the end of the podcast, as I need to head off to my job. Now, big boy with a big job. Look at him, going in, working at the bloody radio station. Whenever you tell people, like, I'm going to work, they go, oh yeah, what do you do? And then you tell them radio, they're like, that's not a fucking job. You go there and talk with your mate. It's like, mate, I know, but sometimes it's good to play. It's good. I like to pretend that I'm like a contributing member of society. I just like to play fantasy in my head sometimes. Thank you very much for listening, guys. I should have more information about the tour next week. Get on the pre-sale list. Everything's coming up. Most of the shows are locked in. And to be honest, before I go, really, if you listen to this podcast and like it every week, I would honestly love to see you at a show. It's the only way I actually monetize all my online content. I think people don't realize, like, I don't get YouTube money. I checked my AdSense. I made $20 this month off YouTube, and I uploaded every single week. Like, there's no money from that kind of thing. So, yeah, it'd be awesome if you guys came and checked me out. It's stand up is, I think, if you talk to anyone who's ever been to one of my shows, stand up is the best thing I do. It's the funniest content I make, because it's what I put the most time into behind the scenes. So I would love to see you at a show. Even if you're just a casual listener of the podcast or watch my video. I mean, you're obviously listening to this now, so. But yeah, I would love to see you there. It's really like, I don't do a Patreon or anything. Lots of people have been suggesting that I do a Patreon. I think maybe one day, depending on how shit YouTube gets, which is currently on its way to literally giving me no money. I mean, I don't rely on YouTube for money. I don't do videos for money. I just do it to build an audience, really to entertain people. I just think it's fun. But yeah, so, and also to sell tickets to my tours, because that's literally the only way I fucking make money from this shit. So it'd be awesome if you guys came to that. This year, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, and yeah, I'd urge you all to have a think about it if you didn't come last year. I'd love to see you at a show. It's a fun night, and I meet every single person after each show, hang out with people, get a photo, whatever. It's good fun. So yeah, I'd love to see you there. There'll be more information next week. Jump on the pre-sale mailing list, and that's the end of the podcast, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good week.